It was nice to be reminded that Kevin Durant felt compelled to put everybody on notice. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know who I am. He's Kevin Durant. He's Kevin Durant. And I'm here to tell you something right now. It's something that's beautiful to see. Because let me tell y'all something, ladies and gentlemen. There are very, very few people that you will find in this world outside of family and friends of his that love Patrick Beverley more than me. That's like a little brother to me. I love that brother. He's a pit bull. He goes after it. You want him on your team all day, every day. You'd rather be on a teammate of his than an opponent of his. He is a Hall of Fame pest. He is a rough rider from the west side of Chicago. That brother does bring it. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. But I will tell you this. He had no business appearing to have the effect on Kevin Durant that he had. Both of them getting ejected, albeit with Golden State up 20 in game one. And Kevin Durant being drawn to 2 offensive fouls inside of 47 seconds in game 2. That's before fouling out. That's unacceptable. A 31-point lead vanished, and the Clippers came back and won at the Oracle. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, let's be very, very clear. You can't have that happening. And you can't have Kevin Durant being rattled in any way by the likes of Patrick Beverley. But Kevin Durant felt the need to explain what was going on. And do we have that sound, John? Because I want everybody to hear Kevin Durant talking about, you know who I am. Y'all know who I am. I want that sound again. I want it again. Because I want everybody to be reminded of the kind of attitude that Kevin Durant walked into last night's Game 3 at the Staples Center in Los Angeles possessing. It's very, very important that everybody gets that. It's very important that everybody understands it and put it in its proper context. Do we have that sound, Cat? Because that's what we need to understand. Kevin Durant took the liberty. And see, this is one of the things that bother me. When guys get maligned, A, for telling the truth, and 2, for being expansive with it. Nobody takes the time to recognize the fact that Kevin Durant did not owe us an explanation. He didn't owe us an explanation, but he gave it to us anyway as it pertained to Patrick Beverley giving him trouble in games 1 and 2 prior to game 3. Listen to what he had to say then.
We've been playing this way for a while, and when we got to this series, game 1, we had some nice momentum. They're playing a gimmick defense, which has been working, top blocking everything on the perimeter, so guys not even looking at the three-point line. They're just forcing guys inside the three-point line. So for us, when I get the ball in my spots, I got a pest, Patrick Beverley, who was up underneath me. Well, I could definitely shoot over top and score every time if it's a one-on-one situation. But we got a guy that's dropping and helping, and then we got another guy that's just sitting on me, waiting for me to dribble the basketball. If I put the basketball on the floor, I can probably make 43% of my shots if I shoot them like that. But that's not really going to do nothing for us with the outcome of the game, because we got a nice flow. Everybody touching the rock, everybody shooting and scoring. So I'm not going to get in the way of the game because I want to have a little back and forth with Patrick Beverley. I'm Kevin Durant. You know who I am. Y'all know who I am.
Did you hear that? A back and forth with Patrick Beverley because I'm Kevin Durant. You know who I am. Y'all know who I am. That's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. That's what it's all about right there. Because he was putting the world on notice. Do you realize who the hell I am? And ladies and gentlemen, let me remind y'all, a career 27-point per game scorer. That's who the hell Kevin Durant is. We must have forgot. Let's just put it in its proper perspective. We must have forgot. A career 27-point per game scorer. A career 49% shooter. A career 38% shooter from three-point range. A career 88.3% shooter from the free throw line. One of the greatest, one of the most efficient offensive forces the game of basketball has ever seen. And we were talking about him being rattled by Patrick Beverley. And he said, I'm not going to get into a one-on-one with Patrick Beverley because I'm Kevin Durant. Y'all know who I am. You know who I am. Now, the thing about it is this. I remember when I would call Kevin Durant out and go off about him going to the Golden State Warriors. And I'm going to tell you when I laid off that position. A was when I saw everybody coming at it and acting like I'm saying the brother couldn't play. No, I was saying because he's so great, he had no business going to Golden State. I wasn't trying to imply that he wasn't. And when people try to misconstrue and change up that narrative, I didn't want to be a part of it because that was false. But the other thing was when he went against LeBron in that finals. And he pulled up for a jumper in game 1 of that NBA Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers a couple of years back. And then spread his wings and was like, let's go. And was guarding LeBron himself. That's when I said, oh, okay. He ain't trying to sit around and ride some coattails. This brother's coming for it. And that series, when he was MVP, he averaged 35. LeBron averaged a triple-double, but he averaged 35 and 8 in the finals. Then last year, when he was going up against Cleveland again, and Klay Thompson and Steph Curry was struggling in Cleveland in game 3, Kevin Durant was like, really? Really, that's what we doing, y'all? That's what we doing? Give me the ball. And dropped 43. 43. That's what I'm talking about right there. And when I see something like that, I say, all right, I ain't got nothing to say. So it was nice for Kevin Durant to remind us all that he's Kevin Durant. You know who I am. Y'all know who I am.